This is not Jake. Okay, okay, good, good, good. Everything is set up properly except for the title, which I have to change. Uh, there we go. I think that's right. Okay, welcome back to sound changes to Harbin Mandarin. Uh, because uh I think we're almost done. I think we're almost done with the sound changes. Uh, let's see, what did we do last time? We dealt with those vocalic endings. We were on 做 or something like that, and then we found that it didn't quite match up with the stuff. Yeah, I think I just pop you out. You're still in Lexergy? Okay. The window capture 3, I think, would get this one. Just have to put um which one should I put up front? I think I should put this one up front. One sec. That's not it. That's not it. Uh, let me see if you're capturing the right window now. Nope. I don't think that's the right window. It's kind of messed up. Let me figure this out. Or we could just like keep switching between tabs. Let's just switch between tabs because I don't have the energy to deal with OBS right now. Okay. Yeah. 火 B 火 and B should be the right ones. 火. Oh, you know what? I should do the tone values. 99. And this should be oh, I think we did glottal stop loss way early, so you can go. Tone value is 99. A equals 44. A to 44 at the end. B to, I think, 24 at the end. Not C. What's the rising thing? X to 213 at the end. And finally, H goes to 5-1, 4-1, 5-3, 5-3, I think. Yeah, 5-3 at the very end here. So once we apply all these, we have these right. What do you mean 4-4 doesn't make sense? Okay. I guess we can't do this. I guess they just hate us. Okay. Right, let's just remove that. Fly. Okay, I guess we can't do that. But okay, so we're stuck with 火 B, which is this one. 聚 or 去, which isn't well, it's kind of there. Actually, let's stop before schwaification. No, not schwaification, before palatalization, because schwaification is technically it would be the way I'd represent these. Shoot, okay. Shui. Excuse me. Uh, there was a sneeze that was trying to come out, but it didn't. Uh, annoying. Okay. Uh, 嘴 is correct, I think. And then 舌头. 舌, being 舌, that is correct. 写 well, regularly it would become 学, but for some reason this became 写. Okay. Ooh, okay. Let's see if that messes up anything below. Yeah, this would be 古, reduced 古, but it's voiceless initial stop final. So, the tone being irregular is something no. Uh, 你 你 just becomes 你. So that's good. Gun, uh, gun is correct. Loi becoming light, or loi becoming light is correct. Rain, uh, 雨 becoming 雨. So that's again correct. Uh, 我 is troublesome because if we're going with 我, although it could also be 我, I'm not sure yet. This would be 我, which is correct. Name would be 名, but we don't have um one sec. Yeah, 娘 becoming 名 is correct. Uh, even though this is not a not like just the basic word for name and instead it's compounded, I think that's fine. Uh, I think right now our best reconstruction for this is sheet, or sheet. So this becomes 时, or no, 是, which is right. 是, uh, 是 is correct from chi, and then 把 bang, I think. Yeah, this is a rising tone, so it should go in X. So either bong or either bong or bang. This becomes bang. 是 bang, which works. This is roll. All right, I completely forgot about the whole. I should have this open in a second screen so I can see if anyone's commenting thing. So if you're commenting, whoops. Apologies for not seeing it until like 10 seconds later, maybe longer. Channel, okay. This one's live. Okay. And now we can check. Because for some reason in the YouTube app, uh, hello drumstick. How's it gone so far? It's doing well, as you can see by the title. This is the final two for real this time, actually, uh, stuff. We're finishing up with the sound changes to Harbin Mandarin, and then hopefully by today we can move on to the next one, which is I believe Gina. Uh, so we're just performing final checks to make sure our sound changes are right or are consistent. Meat right now, to row. Can't wait for finale part three. Yeah, it's entirely possible that there will be a finale part three. Uh, yeah. Shu becomes shou, which checks out. Uh, Ying becomes ying, uh, which is right. Yeah, yeah becomes yeah. Uh, right. I'm using a schwa, but there's like an allophony thing where the entire uh all the mid vowels are allophones of schwa. Uh, which one is this? Ni? Oh, ear. Ni. Ni becomes r, and this is an allophone of 213, so that checks out. Uh, Yang becomes jing. but it's not a word that's attested here. Instead, this is a non-cognate form. Uh, okay. Far goes from yon to yuan, or yon to yuan. Uh, to do, I think it would be something like 做. Harmonize all the vowels. Is that which meme is that? Is that the one where the guys go like reaches above, like reaches an arm above their head? You're if it is, it's either me showing my age or you showing your age. I'm not sure which yet. 做. Yeah, this would be 做. I think the one with, yeah, okay, so that works. 做. And this one doesn't because it's in a, yeah. We're all old. We're old people, trying to keep up with the times and failing, which I suppose is everyone. Uh, Long becoming fang. Uh, because there are cognates of this word for, instead of meaning house, it means room in some other languages. Okay, for stone, ja becoming shi. That's correct. Uh, cool. Just going, passing on unchanged. Bitter. Uh, to speak, I think, to say. Yeah, which checks out. Nga becoming ya for tooth. That's right. I think, yeah, and fa becoming fa. I think it should be fa, but again, voiceless initial stop final means the tone gets, shot across the wall in a shotgun style fashion. So the tone not matching up is fine, even though this gets reduced in an unstressed environment anyway. Okay, there are two uh original forms here, either da or dai. Or sorry, what did I have for this tone? Da or dai. And I think da is the one that appears in Mandarin. Da. Okay, and then E has a bunch of complicated rules depending on, like, complicated senti depending on what comes after it. Uh, and the base form is just E, and that matches up with this. Honestly, this went into almost every tone except for the rising tone, which is, you know, weird. Shay. This would have been shui, and I think that's also yeah, it's also recorded here. That's an older form, but hu is one of those words that keep getting a low stress, and so it being reduced is normal. Currently having your first meal because you forgot to make breakfast and it was raining at lunchtime. Do you not get hungry? Because I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that. Uh, unless I'm like hopped up on caffeine or something. This is, oh, right. I did end up checking this at some point, and this was a typo. I ended up checking the source, and this is totally a typo. This should be ta, which means it checks out. Um, okay. Foot meaning 脚. Uh, 脚. Hmm. Okay. This doesn't work. Foot meaning 脚. Okay. I can totally just like open up another Lexergy thing. No, I wanted to do that. Just do that. Uh, and then let's load the rules again. And yeah, right. We want it yeah, for example. Man, if only I could distract myself with that. Because oh, I also need to figure out a way to show chat on screen, I think. But yeah, I couldn't. I think the hunger gets me every time, unfortunately. I should probably save this as well. Harbin. Yes, and then let's load Harbin. And then we can stop this before palatalization and then apply this. So this shouldn't be jiao. This should be jiao. So what's the difference between this and there was another word that successfully did the thing that we wanted it to do? I think it was yuan. All right, so yon. That was the one that checked out. There was another one that I was worried would not work. I guess I could just do like, yeah, it was this one. Yeah, I think. Let's do that. Don't feel hungry unless you're really hungry. I think when my hunger hits, it's like, uh, it kind of like hits me all at once. Like, I don't know. It's like when I'm really hungry. No, when I start getting hungry, it's like a really like big punch of like, you're hungry now. Go eat something now. Uh, and yeah, so I can't just lie about the what now? Oh, the thing. Yeah, I mean, not to throw shade or anything, even though I'm totally throwing shade. I've seen people who've done that. There was a bit in like Baxter and Cigar's Reconstruction of Old Chinese where they were like, okay, this consonant, if we're writing C, could stand for either P, T, or well, the letter names would be P, T, K, or S. Um, so but the G and S, and then they had different reflexes for each of them. And then they also I don't know if they just like forgot to check or something, but they also reconstructed a separate reflex for just like the separate C, like C dot something, instead of like P dot K dot. So you end up with like five different reflexes for uh consonant in the unstressed syllable. So it could be like P dot K dot uh T dot. Yeah, this consonant could stand for literally anything. H. No, these aren't consonants actually. We had to notate the tone by some means, so the tones ended up being X and H for the marked ones. Uh, yeah. I guess I could like this could be saved by unrounding at the very end. Like like literally just targeting this segment. Because I don't think drow doesn't exist. Dwell doesn't uh Dwell doesn't exist. Yeah, honestly, I don't like that they're still using like H1, H2, and H3. I don't like phonetically untransparent or I guess phonetically opaque reconstructions. So for example, I don't know. I don't know why I'm on Wiktionary, like Proto-Austronesian even, which I really should edit. Let's just show you how I'm gonna edit this. Uh but yeah, like all of these C's and well, Q is kind of obvious, but like all these capital letters meaning something totally different from what uh uh you'd normally expect them to. And like I know there's like some sort of history for this, but like capital N for the is kind of yeah, you know? Jiao, jiao, jiao. Here, I could just like target this, right? I don't like it. I feel like I should unround it at some point earlier. No, I don't want to put it here because I want to figure out what the earliest time I could put it at is. Yeah. So what's the earliest I can uh unround that? Or maybe the yacht insertion happened afterwards. Maybe the yacht insertion did happen afterwards. Where did I put my yaw to something else? I put my yaw to yaw. It has to be here, right? If I'm looking for yaw, that goes to E. Where the heck is yaw? Where the hell is yaw? Or is it like okay. Yeah goes to E before all, and then all goes to A, or all goes to A, I think. Uh all goes to A. Where do I have that? I have this here. And then motherfucker trying to say no in Proto-Austronesian moment. What is no uh in Austronesian? What would that be? Is it a determiner? No, it's this one. I should probably remove French since I've dropped it. Goodbye, French. Save. There is no verb, or the verb of the question is repeated in negated sentences. Uh, what's an Austronesian language? I think Tagalog is one. Where's Tagalog? Hindi. This might not be this might not be reconstructible. Hello, Turkish. That's not what. Oh, Proto Maleo Polynesian Hadik, and there's no separate um thing for it. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Oh, I think the earliest I can do that is here, right? Somewhere right after wa ka becomes wa, and so I can have it appear here. And so if let's see, where are you? No, you're good. You're good. It's just we're here to have fun, not to make progress. Whoops. Um, one second. I'm muting. Yep. Don't choke on water, guys. That's not pleasant. Uh, Probably like a vowel and then wa. So I could put it like right after this. Kalos. Uh, did I mess up the order and then never fix it? I did. It's kind of. Oh, and I didn't put it into this either, did I? No, yacht expressions is like. Wait. Oh no, this is like specifically yacht okay. This is one of those. I need two windows kind of This is yeah, this is one of those I need two windows kind of moments. Let's see. Did are you seeing Lexergy? Okay, you are. And hopefully this captures the right window. Um, are, are you seeing the right thing? You are seeing the right thing. Good. Which means I can just do that. Uh, oops. And then show it's not showing the right window. Dang it. Or maybe wait. Hmm. Me messing around with OBS like I know what I'm doing. Nope, that's not it. How do I why do I have like this shouldn't be mirrored. Why is this what? That's not what I wanted to do. Why are you capturing two of the same window? Maybe I just have to like delete this every time and then redo this. Let's see. Let me uh actually I'll just what? That was not what I expected at all. OBS is horrible, yeah. Let me add a source, I guess. Window capture. Create new window capture, yes. Select a window, capture Lexergy. There we go. And then I could put you below that. Turn you off, move you over. Whoops. Let's move you over here. And then do that, I think. Can I? Yes. And then I think that should work, hopefully. As long as no, it worked on my screen. Now to make it work on OBS. I think that should be it. Uh, maybe do that so that they look somewhat aligned. There we go. Okay. I wish I could like shrink these sides to be honest, but or maybe I can do no. Uh maybe. Wait. Sorry, I'm messing with OBS again. Or not messing with OBS again, but like messing with the window again. What if I have to like manually stretch this out? No, I wanted like just the sound changes on here, which is the thing. I think as long as I move this here or something like that, I should be good. What am I seeing? Uh, yeah, something like this. Oh, you're typing your O with a macron again. Haha. No, not that. I want to move this or something like that. Wait. Okay. Let's focus. Okay, we have Kalos, right? After Kalos, we have Ga Yod excrescence, which is this one, I think. And there's nothing else on that line. The cat? No. It's specifically cat. As you can probably see, we went through like at least five iterations of this sound change. Uh, honestly, like the last two, three streams were all about figuring out when Mandarin inserted yeah in between ga like in between a velar and an or a yaw, to be honest. You had a few macrons in a description for a video recently. Yeah. That's what happens when autocorrect messes you up. You gotta go back and redo all of them. Honestly, it was like this wasn't a typo or a video description kind of thing, but like I after I figured out that you could do Anki cards with what are they? Like there's a type of Anki card that's just like tailor made for this language learning kind of thing, where you get uh like a head word and then like IPA/audio and then like a picture for you to like remember stuff. Um after like at the beginning I've just been like doing it very, very naively, but now I could just go through like after I figured out that that type of card existed, I went through and like changed all of them to uh like the quote unquote proper card type. So yeah, I understand the pain of having to go through and fix everything. Well, the urge to do it and the pain that it causes yourself. Uh, the pain that you cause yourself by doing it. So this would be null. Where's the null? I'm just gonna copy this, I think. But this is, and then a velar, I think. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then yaw smoothing, a to e, and oh, it's just this. A to e, and then yaw excrescence again, but the more general version. This one happens right after Kalos. So Kalos is 5, yaw excrescence has to be 6, I think? Or can it take place simultaneously with K? I think it could, right? I think it could. Making a mistake on 300 separate frames with changes happening around it, so you can't just copy and paste. Oof. Didn't, I honestly don't know how to edit videos with OBS yet, uh, or if it even is a video editor. But aren't there like layers that that you could mess around with for that? Speaking as someone with zero experience in this, I think I could. No, this has to happen after. Yeah, this has to happen after because this is a change targeting the final velar. Okay, so we have yacht expressions here, and at the same time we can also do ya to ya. Have a easily accessible ya. If not, then I'm gonna do this. Labial or no labial glide dissimulation, I guess. You use the editor specifically just to add music. So you like, is it like a presentation or something that you make, and then you just go through it, or like a PowerPoint presentation or something like that? So over here, then, I don't want to target too much of it. Oh, I think. And then if we apply this, and then I'm not gonna check OBS for that, honestly. I'm just gonna, or maybe I could. I could do this and just have uh this does eat into it a bit, but this should be good. Yeah. Hey, OBS is even showing the right thing. Good. Uh yeah. So if we apply this, foot got should give me not the right thing. So this, yeah. No. Why are you not? Why are you not? Oh, because you need to do it after all turns into, or maybe I could just do like segment in between. Now let's see how much of that messes up. Okay, let's just copy it here and see how much that messes up. 脚 works, 圆 works, 学 works, 舌 works. So those work, but I'm seeing something that gets messed up as well, which is uh gall. This messes up gall, I think. Yeah, this becomes. Do you have an IPA keyboard? I do not. You're always that's basically what I'm doing, honestly. I'm just like I have a bunch of sound changes here already, so that implies I have a bunch of IPA symbols here, and so I'm just grabbing them from this, like what I have in the spreadsheet or on what I already have in Lexergy. Yard excrescence again, or wait, which one is this? This becomes 7. Yes, because no, this could take place simultaneously with this, right? Yeah, no, this has to take place after. Some people memorize all the alt codes. I would die trying. I don't think I could even. Well, one, I couldn't memorize them, and two, I don't think my computer could even do that. No, no, this is right. This is right. Because this is the smooth before a new yod gets added because in words like family, ga, which even though it isn't here, it has to stay as jia instead of um jie. So that is the right order of things. Okay. Uh that's right. Yeah, smoothing, and then yod expressions would be 8. And then after that, I think we're good. Could just like move these out of the way again, or move those up. I guess those are equivalent. And then right, yaw smoothing, yaw expressance, which is this one. Yak smoothing. Or did I already do that? Or I should do Jap as well, just for good measure, just to check that these work. Yes. Yeah, to E over K, which is just a different way to notate that. R. Okay, and then retroflex assimilation, which has to take place after. Yak smoothing would be 9. Retroflex assimilation would be 10. Allophones, let's just call this 10 and a half. Um, yeah, E to R, and then 10 and a half. R breaking would be 11. Retroflex assimilation vowel would also be 11. Um, T to null stop drop would be 12. And then after that, on rounding close, these are all 13. By breaking, yes. Retroflex dissimulation glide would be 14. W dissimulation would be 14. Have it here, and then gang to gang, which is like targeting uh one specific syllable, which is weird. It's a weird change, but what can you do? And then just apply. This shouldn't change anything, but we should save this to Harbin for now. Okay, and now for the more complicated uh, order of business, which is targeting um, how many input words? I took the Leipzig Jakarta list and added a few more things. Wait, where are my things? There we go. Coordinates. Oh, I could just scroll. Right. It ended up being at like 111 because everything above this is the Leipzig Jakarta list, and I added all the other words, all the other basic number words. And there was like also one lemma in the Leipzig Jakarta list that ended up having to be split into two. So we have 111. Yeah, we have 111. Oh, I can't believe your do also gets a macron over it. Unbelievable. Okay. Now we are targeting I just realized I forgot to share my screen on Discord. So just give me 1 second so I can do that and not be an idiot. Because I've just been like talking in the the voice channel for 45 minutes. Okay. Let me uh do the thing I wanted to do, which is put this back in. It's literally spreading. Yeah, it is. What is the word that caused autocorrect to add a macron over your O? Like, what's the yeah, like what is the I assume Persian word that that has the shape of TO macron. Uh, This should palatalize. Go. Yeah. This has to go before palatalization, but then the middle version for you. Oh, of course, thu, or is that thu? It is thu in Old English, and thu in nah, it's no or not. Of course, all the well, all the words that start with N and are really tiny, tiny words. Of course, it's oh, those are all autocorrect. I thought you were just doing it for the bit. Well, not the doll. I suppose the doll is natural, but I thought the bear was a bit. God, how do I target this? God, wait, yeah. I guess I could like any Velar's honorant, like change this to instead of Gyang. This could be like any Velar's honorant. All four are autocorrect. My condolences. I can do this, I think. So like, and now it wouldn't be so lonely anymore. And so it no longer targets just one single syllable type. Autocorrecting because oh yeah, the background actually threw me off there. Okay, this this should work. This looks correct. Now, do I just copy it over? No, I've been doing it all in here. So let me just save this as Harbin and then load it here. and then apply. And then I don't think that should mess anything up. That was like only one change. Yeah. I don't know. Like I guess U and Y are just really close together and you always well not always, but like a lot of the time when you're trying to tap on U, you end up tapping on Y and then that just gets fed into the giant neural net uh of your phone keyboard and it assumes that that's what you're trying to say. And that's why it's called autocorrupt. Where were we? Where's yeah, there like horn and stuff? Horn. Yes. Foot becomes jiao. Horn becomes jiao as well. Where is it? Here we are. We're on horn. Um, and now, yeah, as I said, this makes the change a bit more palatable because it's not just targeting one specific syllable, and instead, it's like there's somewhat of a something of a rule to it, right? Now, even though the fact that it only targets the voiceless velar stop is a bit weird, this at least it's no longer just one syllable. So it's anything uh K A or like voiceless velar stop and then any velar sonorant. I think this one is ja or something. Where is it? Or ja comes ja. Um yeah, becomes ja. No, yeah. Uh I don't think or there's a Hokkien word of the same meaning. The Hokkien word for this is jia or well, jia because tone scenty stuff. But I don't think that applies here. Or they're either not cognate or like not directly cognate. Fish for fish becoming you works. This one I've given up on. Oh, wait. This was not the one I thought I gave up on. But I have given up on it nonetheless. Because this is like 左 in this would be like 左, 这, these all seem to be cognate, but then a bunch of the others don't have this word. So it's TS question mark question mark. Hot should come out as h, which is actually correct, even though it's that like voiceless initial stop final. Uh, but I ended up picking 4-4 as the main uh outcome, not just because it was I didn't have to add anything to the sound changes, but also because it was the most common outcome. Okay. Heck for black, becoming hey, which is correct. Uh, do do ji would be do qi, which is right. Yeah, do qi or do qi, do qi or do qi. Okay. Stand. You don't use the same word as anyone else, so well, anyone else outside the branch. So I'm not accounting that. Uh, now becoming Yao looks right, I think. Hmm. boy becoming, or boy, be, no, I keep voicing it accidentally. Boy, boy, I think, boy, becoming bay. Checks out, for wind, feng becoming feng. That is good. Uh, yan becoming yen for smoke is correct. Although I do have to like, uh, to, or ya to, or yeah to ya. No, not, or yeah, yen to yan. 99, where it changes, E to A, before, between this and that. Heck? No, don't do that. It's heck. What the heck, man? Uh, no, this one's Gek, I guess. I thought you were talking about this one. Oh, yeah, this is right. I don't like this, or I don't like that they analyze it as because phonetically it's an eh, and the schwa is the wastebasket for all mid vowels, or mid high, mid low, that kind of stuff. What's after that? I don't actually remember. What? Fittingly, it's a bunch of question marks because I don't think they're cognate between, uh honestly, any group. Yeah. So at best we construct a few for here, for these guys, but even even in another Mandarinic variety, it it's no longer consistent. Okay. Um, Rai becoming something wrong. God damn it. Average reconstruction. Yeah, question mark. Like, hey, it's more honest than I don't know. I don't know who to dunk on right now. Uh Maybe Roy would work. I think, wait, where is it? Are you? I think Oi makes more sense in this case because then it wouldn't palatalize. Yeah, this is correct. Even though I think the difference is that I was going with Rai because in amazing. Uh in Cantonese it was read with hi. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Because in Cantonese it was read with hi instead of hoi. And I think, wait, is hoi even a syllable? Hoi, hoi. Yeah, yeah, it is. So so that's why I was initially reconstructing it with an A, but it looks like O. Given all these sound changes, the O makes more sense, or at least it's the least amount of mental effort to make it reproduce the right thing. Okay. Uh, Wait. Sorry, my friend is being evil in Baldur's Gate 3. So good on her. Okay. So egg, I think. Yeah. Dan becoming Dan. And then this one, oh, right, yeah. I was thinking of this because in Cantonese when we're reading Mandarin text out loud with Cantonese phonology, which is like, think of it as like ecclesiastical Latin. Right. This is actually read with cup, which would go back to kept. Uh, I think. What do you mean by evil? I I actually have no idea what the time lag on the stream is, so apologies. Yeah. It would be cup, which would go back to a kept. But obviously, the manner of the initial is wrong. So I think this makes the most sense, given that it comes out to gay in Mandarin, if it even can be reconstructed to the very, very beginning. Uh, but yeah, xin is just xin, or xin is just xin. Uh, new to burn. Xiao becomes shao. This is wrong. God damn it. God dang it. Dang it. Okay, oh, pain, suffering, and all of that. This doesn't, oh no, this does save. That's good. Let's do that. Let's do, high, or not high. I guess high would work. Uh, but I think I'll go with high. Okay, some of these, some of these are wrong. Um, some of these are wrong. Let's get rid of stop before rule. Its usual palatalization. This would be show. This would be shao. Shao. Um, let's see if the changes would target this one as well. I think that means this has to. Um, shao. How? Why did you do that? Why is it raised? Why is it a schwa? Oh, because I. So target at any segment. Instead, what I should be doing is keeping ya, or I guess anything but wa would work. Or is it, oh, because it's raised already. Hmm. I was thinking like what happens before velar nasal, but that gets raised further afterwards. Or so yai wouldn't happen. Uh, yai would not be a thing. Um, so maybe it just, or well, yai is a thing, but I don't think. Yes, that would be a later change, I believe. Uh, uh, okay, so maybe this doesn't happen before glide. So this only happens before what? Have the stops dropped yet? No. So we want the set that is called at T, and then nasal, and then the other nasal, I think. Did I do at N? I guess not. Where's T? Class N, I guess. And then we can get ma, na, nga. Or, yes, I guess that as well. Ma, na, nga. I'm leaving out the retroflexes because those aren't things that happen, or those aren't. Uh, I'm mainly using this to target syllable final things, and those don't appear syllable finally. Where did I put it? Where was the sound change? and I think, and then these should stay the same. Good, good, very good. And then we can save this to Harbin again, and then load this from Harbin again. And then we can apply this, and then check that shall is properly shall. There we go. And so we also have to make these more targeted. Where is it? Oh, well, I'll update the sheet later. This doesn't matter now. Uh, oh goodness. I think the times are messed up. Yeah, the numbers are messed up again. God dang it. Oh well. I think, yeah, let's just do that. Seven, there should be eight. I forgot to save after fixing the numbers. 10, I believe. And we spent so long cross-checking too. Oh well. I'll deal with all of that later. It's not uh I'm more worried about miss um like I don't know, misediting the numbers. It doesn't sound like a word. Yeah, this order is correct. I just have to cross-check with which ones are in the same line. Okay. Right. Yeah, back to that. Back to that. Shall, that's correct. Boo again, tone things going on. I'm fine with reconstructing a stop final of because of this correspondence here and here and basically elsewhere. These all correspond to these correspondences show that it had a stop coda and isn't just a uh like that or not and not this one when it comes to the tones. Okay. Right. 心烧不 okay. 后 becoming 好. That's correct. For good to know, going from G to zhi is consistent. G, or yeah. Well, they don't have this word for ni, but this is the one that made me give up on the initials because the correspondences are all over the place. Sha to sha, which is good for sand. Laugh, I think. Laugh or smile. Xiao or xiao to xiao. Or xiao, xiao. Yeah. Xiao to xiao. Uh, 听 to 听 for to listen or to hear. 听 to 听. Mud going from nei to ni or nei to ni. That's not the right window. Uh, yeah, nei to ni is good. Leaf going from yap to yeah, yap to yeah, which is good. Red going from rong to hong, uh, which is good. Liver going from gone to gan, which is one of the ones that gave us a lot of trouble. But thankfully, it's no longer doing so. Let's just keep this here because it's so troublesome. Okay. To hide, dot going from dot to dot. Uh, or what's the more central meaning of that? to avoid, I guess, to avoid. But then this one's zang to cang, which is reflected here. Uh, what is this? Oh, skin is B going to P. That's right. Uh, to suck. I don't think this. I think all of these are onomatopoeic, so that's why I just put down schlorp. And it dutifully gave me a sound change here. To carry, da, die. Going to die. That's correct. Ngay or ngate going from, or ant going from ngate to yi. It's good. And I think we should also do the other. Oops, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Um, maybe I should do ma as well. Maybe I should do I don't think this can be traced back further than I guess I guess it's everywhere. So maybe this is a two-syllable word. Where's ngay? Ngay, ngay, ngay. So ma ma ngay or ma ngay, and this would give me ma yi, uh, wherever it is. Excuse me. Ma ngay going ma yi. Okay, and then zhong going to zhong, or zhong zhong going to zhong, or okay. They don't use that word, so never mind. Uh, and then na going to na, which is fine, but I don't think this can be reconstructed past Mandarinic. Um, old, give, going to jiu, going to jiu. That's good. Uh, to eat, I don't think can be reconstructed. Thigh, going from tui to tui, tui going to tui, which is good. Might as well remove that. Uh, rel, oh, for thick. Rel going to ho, uh, which checks out again. Zhong going to chang is correct. Or, oh, hmm, huh. Okay, so that means I think the yaw to yaw only happens in certain situations, which include which don't include things with a nasal after them. Yeah. No, this I have yaw. Yaw goes to yow pretty okay. Which means the dissimilation rule has to happen before the retroflex dissimilation has to happen the uh before the yaw goes to ya, I think. I think that checks out. So um yes, the retroflex dissimilation has to happen before uh ya. There was some reason that um yeah, it's because of the breaking, I think. which means alt has to happen afterwards. No, alt okay, which means I do kind of have to deal with this um, in this format. So this has to happen after, or yes, this has to happen after, I think, because right now the problem is that y'all turns into very early on. Um, yeah to this should be a syllable. Should be at the end of syllable. Yo to ya. I not even have it here. I don't. Dang it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'll have to deal with this. Tempted to say the old-fashioned way, but I'm not sure if this is actually the old-fashioned way. Okay. Where are you? I guess it's just at the very beginning. This can't happen there because this has to happen after this raises. So yeah two yeah has to happen here. Um, after all or before all has to happen there, which means you have to be two actually. And then yes, retroflex the simulation vowel is fine. Save this. Save this every time I make a change to it. This happens, and then uh this happens again. Mm, yeah. And then what's next? What's next? Okay. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Right, what's our problem lemma? Our problem lemma was Jiong or Jiang going to Chang instead of going to Chuang instead of Chang. So we can't do that. Or is this another one of those where it targets a sonorant instead? Yawn. Yawn just doesn't exist, or yawn could exist, but it's not in any of the. So I'm gonna do any. I'm gonna make this target any sonorant, I think, or any velar sonorant, wherever it is. Ya to ya, like yawn rounding two, sure. Ya to ya. Uh, there, labial collide dissimulation. So we have wa and nga. No, where's the nga? Uh, there. And then I think if we apply this, this should work. Or did I edit one here and not there? No, I did. I did put two here, right? The yod rounding two. Yeah. Okay. And then Okay. And then 枪也, 中也, there we go. 长 is correct. Okay. Now let's save this again. And then, like, I guess we could check it to see that these work properly. 是, 写, or, yeah, 写, 人, or 圆, or 圆, or, well, okay, whatever. Either way, this works. 圆, 圆, 角, 家 works. This one should definitely be all, I think. Hi. And then, 烧, 干, 长. Okay, these work. Let me just see if I have saved these. I might not have. Okay, so the input words are saved. 长, okay. Uh, blow, to blow. Okay. Uh, right. Uh, where are you? 吹 from 吹. This doesn't check out, but there could be something weird going on here. Or did I reconstruct this as shui? I think I did end up doing shui for this, and then target these few that aren't showing retroflexes with more specific changes. So let me just change that. Where's blow? To blow shui. And I'm gonna save this as Protomax again, and then apply that, and then check that that checks out. Chui, where is it? Chui, okay. Would going to mu is correct. To run going from pao to pao, that is also correct. Going to fall going from dia to die, but you don't have a reflex of that. I going from ngan to yan, ngan to yan. Okay, and then Ash going from hui to hui, good. This one was specifically like tobacco ashes. The entire lemma, that is, or the entire word. Tail. We finally have a decent reconstruction for tail. I think I'm going to go with moi, or moi with the X. Again, we're saving that for the 50 trillionth time. Okay. Um, and with that, I think that, yep, this goes to wait because we've already loaded in the sound changes, even though we don't have, we didn't have the limp. Uh, but apart from, there's also yi, there's yi and wei. So we have both wei and yi, and both of them work properly. Uh, would be how I put it. Uh, dog going from go to go is correct. Uh, what is this? To cry to weep. Okay, to cry or weep going from cool to cool is also correct. Um, tying up going from bonk to yeah, bong bong. Wait, how do I do this? Bonk to bang. That is right. To see going from con to yeah, con to can to can to can. Uh, there could also be one for can but and in fact, you find that cognate in Cantonese, hon to guard instead of just to see. But checking the others, I think the quote unquote base lemma would be the one in the tone H. Sweet going from diam to tian. Yeah, this do I have the schwalification? Okay. So they're kind of mixed, I guess. So let me just add ya to something back here. Yan to or yen to yan or something like that. Because none of these matter. They don't contrast. Uh Again, uh so we get yan to yan or to or wait, to given that it's between a y and nasal or a n. And if we apply that, then diam should come out correctly to tian, at least, or to y a n or a n, according to the the dictionary. And save this. Okay. And then tian. Okay. Now for rope, going from jing to sheng. That's right. Uh, to drink, or wait, no, this isn't to drink. This is shade, going from im to yin. In this case, that's the second part of this yin, and then shadow going from yin, or wait, yang to yin. I think I'm going with yang because I think some others show yang, and uh, the ones that should show a reflex of yang but instead show a reflex of yin can be explained by borrowing from, for example, this lect. Uh, so let's just be more confident about uh, our predictions. And this one is interesting because I think this is a straightforward case of taboo avoidance, going from yao to niao, and then uh coming out as niao. I think is straightforward. Uh, Although I guess a lot of them also reflect qiao, but but this is weird because there's a um manner distinction between them and Cantonese, and that I think means it can't be reconstructed all the way back to their ancestor. Whereas niao shows niao and diao shows cognates across the board. Anyway, yen, yeah, yam going to yen, uh, is correct. Small going from xiao to xiao, xiao. Okay, and then in this case there are two words here. This one took the one with the end, so this goes from quan to quan. First one. Uh, okay. And then star going from xiang. Actually, the same argument applies here, between xiang and yang, or xiang and yang. So yeah, xiang goes to xing, uh, as we'd expect. Inside. The problem here is that none of the lects that show a distinction between E and A reflect this lemma well, quote unquote, properly. So we can't tell. Uh, Honestly, the main branch that does this is Cantonese, and they uh for a lot of them they randomly uh those that reflect this lemma specifically in as something with a l initial, uh they randomly rounded the vowel. So instead of what you'd expect as lay or lay, this became low, and this one as well. Instead of nay, became this became nui. Or well, actually, be this might go deeper than that because I think in Dongguan here the l should merge with a ng, so a velar nasal instead of a n, which is the dental nasal. Uh, so this might simply reflect this might actually originally come from a n, but I'm not confident enough to do that. And in any case, most of these reflect the use of y or ya instead of uh lo. And the one that does actually shows an e, so I guess there's like some weak-ish evidence that this was originally an e. So I'm going to have this remain a li, which goes to li in Mandarin without any changes, or Harbin Mandarin specifically. Ngang, or well, ngang, ngang. I don't know if the breathiness is coming through. Ngang goes to yin, which is what we'd expect. Mo going to me, or well, mo going to mo, are is correct. Because labials, apart from wa, labials also cause the following schwa to round and back. So this is, and it essentially like inserts a labial. Oh, it won't let me type anything, but it essentially inserts a labial glide in between. So phonetically, it's more instead of mall. Uh, but I feel like the phonemic analysis here is like severely affected by the pinyin romanization. Anyway, two, or rather second, ni going to r, or well, at this point it's actually r. I think r is more common these days. Three going from sam to san, or oh, I'm guessing this santi pattern is like contamination from one and like these two. I'm not sure why it targets this specifically though. Maybe it's because uh is this the only one that yeah, this is the only other tone that ends up in 4/4 in Harbin. So maybe like all 4/4 numerals, like tone 4/4 numerals receive this senti pattern. Anyway, si, this one I'm fine with reconstructing a z, or well, z is overdoing it. Z, z, maybe z. Yeah, I'm fine with reconstructing a z vowel just for this word because I plan on adding uh one more word from the Dolgopolsky list. Dolgopolsky list or something. Yeah, Dolgopolsky list. Uh, where essentially all of these words are in. Oh, hmm, I guess there are more to add. I'll add heart, nail, tear, and die or dead, and this. So the East Asian taboo against four uh is because these have the same syllabic segments even though the tone is slightly different. But in tonal language or in atonal languages, like or well, I suppose I should say like weakly tonal languages or like tonal languages that aren't well, how should I say this? In tonal languages that aren't part of the main or yeah, in tonal languages that aren't part of the no, in languages that aren't part of the mainland Southeast Asian uh linguistic area, Sprachbund, uh then what you get is these two pretty much collapsing, like for and death pretty much collapsing into the same pronunciation, like in Japanese. Uh she. I think it's she. And also in Korean. I'm not sure what the Korean pronunciation is. But yeah, si. So this becomes si and death becomes si. Where is this? Yeah. 四 and 四 and 四 and also this shows up in a lot of other words as well. Uh like this vowel and then wu becomes wu and then yo becomes yo which is correct. And then 7 and 8 pretty much do the same thing. Qi ba becomes ba and or yeah, qi and ba and gyu becomes 九 and then oh I guess I left the palatalization here. Whatever. And then zhi becomes shi and yang becomes liang. And good, we actually accomplished what we set out to do, which is finish this finish Harbin's sound changes today. Or yeah, finish Harbin's sound changes within this single stream. And honestly, in this case, I might just end early. Might as well not start the next one uh, until next time. Since it's either ending it here and then me working through like relabeling all of these sound changes with the same with the right numbers myself, or doing what we did previously again, in that we're doing that same thing where we do this. I think. I think this works. I think this is. Oh, wait, this is full screen. Let me just. Oops. Where'd you go? Here you go. Gonna do a bit of that, right? Something like that. And then, I can like make this wider and then check the Harbin sound changes and, maybe do that. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I probably should clear my throat. I should drink water. Okay, so let's just check. I don't think we've messed with anything. Oh, God. Sorry. Uh, I could hear how bad my voice was just a few seconds ago. Yeah. Uh, apart from the odd rounding thing, I hope this shows up fine on Discord. This is it covering anything? It isn't. At least I don't think so. Maybe it is. It actually is. And there we go. This should work. Apologies for the poor presentation. Okay. Um, so after that, we have Kalos. Yes. Kalos is 5. Let's say Kak Yod excrescence is 6, labial glide assimilation is 6, And then after that, yaw smoothing is actually 7. Yaw expressance is then 8. Yaw smoothing is 9. Yeah, yaw smoothing is 9. Uh, and then retroflex assimilation is, or wait, if I targeted that, does that mean it's going to be an issue? No, no, because it's only stops in nasals. So we're excluding the glides, which is what we wanted in the first place. The retroflex assimilation is going to be 10. This one, uh, I think. Can I do at T question mark? I think that was what we tried last time and it didn't work. I'll mess around with it later. But yeah, retroflex assimilation 10, and then this is 10 and a half, which I also remember from the last time we did this. R braking is 11. Retroflex assimilation vowel is also 11. Stop drop is 12. O on rounding closed is 13. O on rounding open is also 13. IU breaking is yeah, IU breaking is this one, I think. It's 13. UI breaking is the same thing, but just for the other combination, which is also 13. And then retroflex dissimulation is retroflex dissimulation glide is 14. W dissimulation is 14. And then gang to gyang or something like that is 14, but we're also adding wa to it now. And palatalization finally is 15. And then 99 is just whatever, right? It's just everything else, which includes e or schwa to uh I think between yeah and na. I don't know why I capitalized that. And finally like this goes to the palatal series. Don't even know how to put this in. Yeah, I guess this to this before like the palatal segment, which I'm symbolizing with capital J here. Okay, I think that's good, right? Yeah, I think that looks good. That looks good to me. And I think yeah, we could just pop you back in here. And then that's Harbin done with. Let's just save this one last time. Save that. Delete. Uh, do I have these in two different folders? That's not very efficient. Yeah, I have a folder for YouTube stuff and another folder for language stuff, and I put the all these rules and this list of words the uh in the words aren't coming to me right now. Yeah, I put these rules and words in the languages folder, and I put my thumbnails and stuff in the other folder, the YouTube folder. So it's kind of inconvenient for me. Anyway, I guess this could just be a shorter stream, or we could do the or I guess I don't even need the sound changes page anymore, right? I could, if I'm just doing this over and over and over again, or I could duplicate this. Duplicate, rename. Let's just start on this, right? Xenon, or I shouldn't do this. Should do this. Xenon sound changes. And then I could like do this, like copy, do this, and then like paint it here. And then I could do like, I think all of these are supposed to be bold. No, just the first one. And the second one, I guess. I don't know why I even have a second row. Is it because it's for the Chinese name? It probably is. But since we have more space now, we can just straight up do Harbin here, or not Harbin, but Jinan. Just space this out a bit so that this is correct. And then I guess I don't even need this. Do I need this? I'm just kind of like leaving these in here so the the workspace is more centered. But I guess we could call this like Jinan, and then we could just clear that out. And then like clear that out. Do we even need this? I guess we don't even need this row. If we delete this row, that's perfectly fine. And we can even delete this row, honestly. And then I could move this over here and then like expand these, delete these two rows or columns. And then we could like just move these further out. Do I even need two? Uh what was I saying? We don't. We don't. We could just like move this here, delete this row, or delete this column. Call this I guess we could paint this as well. Paint this as well. But instead we have this as bold and underlined, and we can call this Harbin. And in the next one we can call it do I really not have that? Okay, this has to be addressed. We need this in like proper good characters. There we go. Oop, something happened. And that something is me clicking on uh a different box. Yeah, I'll just whoops. I'll do that. I think. And then that's a good might as well just delete this. Just remake this. Recopy this new spreadsheet or duplicate, I guess. And then rename. And then we can call this Genome Sound Changes. And then we copy in the formatting from this to this, except this it's bolded and underlined, and this is Xenon, and this is China. There you go. And then I think, uh, can we get this done by within 15 minutes? I don't think so. Um, I think these look similar enough that oh, I should also do this right. Apart from schwaification, we also want to do schwa allophony. So we might okay, we should do this. We should finish up with the not that, but phonemicization in here. Um yeah, most of the allophony here is has to do with schwa, uh with schwa. And so in this case let's just do Obviously A has to come after that, but or maybe I could swap the places of these. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nope. X that, and then copy that, and then clear that out. Okay. Yes. And then I guess honestly I didn't even need to do that. And then we can do all of the schwa allophones now. So we can just like bump back here. I think okay, so all I can say is between wa and xia. No, 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 they you can't do that. Okay, so what are the we can do this in 10 minutes. What are the allophones here? So goes to after a ya or before an a because wei, yeah, wei xiu, so a, and then to all after a and o, so like that, and then after that uh yeah, 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 yeah. And then after that we have yeah, yeah, and then we have going to, or actually I could just collapse these two into the same pool. Lots of tapping on spacebar. And then same thing here. Whoops. I guess we've done that too much already. Okay. Let's do that. It goes to A after that, I think, as well as, can I do like control enter? Oh, I can. Don't have to spam spacebar anymore. It's good. It's really good. Control enter. Good. And then goes to all after blah, I think. And I think that covers all cases. I don't think there are any like or well, one last one, which is where one, I guess one would be a problem. And then I guess these would be like open coda. And if we're doing just open coda anyway, then we might as well uh control enter. Going to the other thingy, this one at the end. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting about ga. So let's just deal with that as well. Eh. Uh-huh. And then that. Maybe it's worth splitting this out because it might be worth splitting this out. So J can be, well, you won't end with ya, so I guess all I have to do is deal with you this way. Yeah, A, yeah, yeah. Not Jinan, but you. Yeah, yeah, I guess that is more open. So let's put in the open allophone. Wo, yeah, wo. Whereas wo is more wo. I actually don't know. This might also be more open. I think they just put down closed mid, which might be a dialectal thing, or not a dialectal thing, but like an accent thing, where the people in the Northeast are more likely to uh use a closed all. Or maybe they're indicating that it's true mid. I'm not sure though. I haven't. I would need to check the place again. Yeah. R. Oh yeah, and I guess that would also count as a final glide. And then I guess I could just do whatever. Uh, I should if I'm doing this for completion's sake, then R has to go to uh, just copy this, I think. And instead of that, I'm gonna do this. There you go. Alphony 99. Uh, and so here we have, let's take this away. To after or before or I hate that they make us type equals greater no, greater than equals greater than instead of just allowing the greater than arrow. Okay. And then this is that, and yeah, this all goes to all before what goes to as dictated by the dictionary after these two, and then goes to all again after a wa, and then finally er er just sounds so unnatural now, honestly. Because er 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 er. I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to figure out if there's an r. Uh, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep it that way. Nope, not that one. But the I can't find it anymore. Where's the there we are. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then like that. Although in this case, I should probably just like put it with the other final glides. And finally, we have is going to uh apply that, and we have full and oh, I should not stop this before that. And so we have 火 and we have 根, we have 去, 水, 嘴, 水, 嘴, 舌. Oh, right. God, this is like at tone or something, like A, B at tone. So, 舌, yeah, 血, yeah, 血, 骨, and 根, those all look right. Which isn't right. 我, which is correct. 吃, well, that doesn't matter. Yeah, 肉 and 手, these are right. 二, yeah, whatever. 做, yeah, 防, blah, 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 将, yeah, 发达, da. Wait, those don't matter. Yeah, 水. Yeah, so the allophony looks like it checks out everywhere. And 躲, yeah. Schlar, yeah, totally a word. 就, yeah, 推, 后, Uh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is right. And so let's just save this as Harbin. Do I want to say Harbin final? Let's just do Harbin. Uh, and yeah, that's about it. Um, and next time we can go through these, see which ones aren't shared between Jinan and Harbin. I suspect, I suspect the tone loss is going to be a big one because looking at this, maybe not this, maybe this. The tonal distribution is different. Although this one might just be straightforward actually. Or B. Oh, this is one of those. Yeah, sonorants go to 2-1. So same rules here. She is going to be same rules, same rules. Which one are these? This one's 4-2. Tone. Oh, is this going to be like, no, wait, this is regular. Here, this one's voiceless, so this one goes to 2 and 3. It's good. Uh, goes to 2 and 3. Actually, I'd probably have them in like evidence instead. So, but probably like very, very far down. Yeah, this stuff. This is just generally like 2 and 3, 2 and 3. There's like one single, oh, wait, could this be, voiced? No, it couldn't because it's not on the right tone. Well, maybe it could because it's 2-1. This could be voiced. And then, because I'm basing the voicelessness of the transcription on Cantonese, and because it's a tiny thing, then it could have been like it's a tiny, tiny little bug. And we also know of another case where a voiced initial in Cantonese ends up in a high tone because it's a tiny bug with fly, where in Cantonese is wu ying. So yang in what would normally be the dark level, the unvoiced level tone, instead of the reading pronunciation, which is tong ying, uh, which is the voiced level tone. So maybe this had a same thing in like maybe that the same thing happened in maybe the same thing happened in Cantonese for lice. Well, louse, the word louse. Yeah, but generally it looks like it's regularly going to 2 and 3, apart from that one single exception. So yeah, and 2 and 3 is the tone that we assigned it to, right? It's just a yeah. So that's actually the same. Uh, and I think I'd be really surprised if the only difference is the tonal values, but I don't think that's true. There might be like some monophthongization going on here. Uh, and obviously there's like the weird unroundedness of blood in particular. Uh, yeah, because I was thinking if there were any other syllables of the shape shit and or not shit, but like xue, just the syllable without the tone. And I think there's yeah, snow comes out to the same as xue. But maybe there was like some unrounding after a velar. And that's how that happened. But yeah, just epicycles on epicycles at that point. Like I could fit the curve perfectly to all of these, but then a lot of them are phonetically like a lot of the sound changes would be phonetically unmotivated and probably unprecedented. Well, I shouldn't say unprecedented because I was recently reading a lot about Austronesian and like the Robert Blust's the Austronesian languages revised edition, and there were just a lot of sound changes that I would have considered unprecedented had I not seen them happen, or had I not seen them being discussed by Lust. So yeah, yeah, that's and that's the 2 hour mark, which is when I'm letting myself go. So thank you all for watching. Like if you liked, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. Tell me whether my philosophy of like letting some errors slip by, but not having too complicated of a set of rules is the proper way to do so. But yeah, thank you all for coming. And next time, we'll finally start on another language, which means I'll have to look up where Jinan actually is on the map of China so I can point the arrows to the right direction. Uh, so yeah, oh, that's gonna be troublesome in it. I have to like come up with a sound change that's obvious and not outrageous to put on the thumbnail for next time. But yeah, uh, yeah, thank you all. Uh, I keep making these outros way too long, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. Smash that like button. Uh, Destroy the bell, etc., etc. And I will see you all next week for a new language.